What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to my Cyberware Flashpoint challenge run. Today, we've got the first big mission, second big mission, I don't actually remember, of the Daedalus Bloc storyline. Jupiter's wire ghost has stolen critical pieces of T-ledgers used to record the transfer of shares within the Daedalus Bloc. The stolen files were hidden on the very edge of the Jupiter Group secured network. We need to infiltrate the site to complete the last mile pickup by hacking the matrix, locating, and downloading the stolen files. So, we've got some files to steal. He's going to be immediately influence capped if we kill at least 8, which is pretty much a guarantee. We get paid pretty well. Considering we're getting half money, this is, what, almost, more than 600k, and this is another, yeah, so it's like $1 million at half payment, so we'd get 2 million normally. Not bad. We've got a red key just to make sure we can path around the map pretty well. Bought a matrix snoop for pretty obvious reasons. Have the camera unplugged. We've brought our hacker. The nice thing is they fixed the descriptions here. So Mirror Walker is in. When you spike a CPU, get some Cyberdeck IO and Matrix AP. They also fixed the description of Cloak. Cloak is minus QSEC tally, which is pretty hype. Actually, want to check one thing real quick. So if I go to the market and I check programs, Cloak 1 is -1, Cloak 2 is -2. Yes, it takes a bit more, IO to load the program, but -2 tally. Like, this is so strong. This is such a powerful ability that, yeah, it's wild. If I can ever force on this power play earlier on in a playthrough, I might go back to running Dade, but because you can replicate all the things that Remy has with a mix of Cloak and Dragline, which I don't have right now, I don't think. Oh no, I do actually, yeah. So she basically comes with Cloak and Dragline out of the gate, which are really great passive programs. Yeah, cool stuff there. Anyway, this is the team. We're here to run the Slush Caper. We're here to hack some files, and this is going to be the core squad for a lot of this, because ultimately, this is the core squad. Dance Hall managed to hide the T-ledgers in encrypted chunks throughout the local matrix hosts. It's impressive the security sweep didn't find them. They'll be tucked away into inconspicuous data nodes. What's the vibe about these T-ledgers? If shares are changing hands in the Daedalus block, there could be a trail of money that leads back to whoever is trying to force the rewrites of the governance contract. Scout ahead, plot a route, and keep your options open. Let me into those data streams, and I'll get this done in no time. The T-ledger files are scattered throughout the zone's matrix host. Every piece of the T-ledger we can recover will increase our pay, but we can extract once we have at least one file. Alright, so here we are. Again, we have the red key, so we can bump this open right now. This opens a good number of doors. Worth noting, right, that this is a red key, this is a red key, and this thing specifically opens that and that. And so we could not get in here unless this thing also opens them. And in fact, it does not. And so without having hacked the red key, we never could have opened this and gotten in. So this would have been dead to us. Now, T-ledger part 1 is over there, part 2 is over there, but part 3 and 4 are in the new room. Now, this accesses 3 gates, which is fine, I suppose. Our extract, we don't know where it's supposed to be. This thing is near what I would say is kind of the far side, so probably grab that kind of late, to be honest. So I think what this means for me is there's a lot to kind of deal with here, unfortunately. It's like going to be kind of awkward. I don't really want to run straight forward just to grab this one host. I would probably rather go... I mean, do I really want to go that way instead? Loop all the way around to here just to get to here and then come all the way back? Yeah, I feel like we just walk straight forward like this and it is what it is. So I'm going to have Panther go ahead and Tactical Surge. I'm going to have him knock down that camera. And otherwise, I'm going to wait and let these guards have their turn. Let them run around. It should be fine. Okay, you're running away, which is not necessarily ideal, but it'll be okay. And the final guard's going to stay right there. That's fine. Alright, so who should be grabbing what? I'm going to have you delay all the way to the bottom. That was maybe incorrect, though. I'll go highest move speed guy runs here. Opens the door. Great. We want the hacker to run all the way out to here, but everyone else can actually make meaningful progress. Now, I can't delay the right amount to let the hacker get more done, unfortunately. Let's see. I'm going to run up here. I can always stutter if needed. Okay, there's several guards in this area. Question is, do I want to run that way or walk this way? Yeah, unfortunately, I should have done more stuff and have had Bracket knock this down initially. One alternative is to just run and make a bunch of noise, but that seems kind of incorrect. What are you guys going to be... Oh, I probably screwed up here. Okay, at least you're walking away and you're not really special. Okay, I'm just going to run up like this. This should be fine. I think... Yeah, I think we'd have most of the squad sort of run partway and then duck into here. And then... Actually, I'm not even sure we can really be that explosive next turn. I don't know what you're doing, which is a little bit scary, to be honest. But... You're not scary, and you're going to remain not scary. So it's really just this guy, but this barricade should block pretty well. So I'm not, honestly not too concerned. As long as I'm kind of behind this here, we're okay. So I think we can get what we need. I think it'll be okay. Have Bracket sort of start running over. I'm going to have her packet loss of this thing so that we can path more quickly. So down that goes. And then Bubbles. Probably want to do similar things here, to be honest, which is kind of run up toward the team. Don't be in the vision cones, but go for some debuff angles. I'm going to early cast Strike Zone here. There's not really a reason to wait a turn to cast it. I'm going to Strike Zone you guys. I'm going to J-Tack somewhere like this, which, again, I'm just trying to get the cooldown started early so that we can... I guess, yeah, if I'm ducking under this floor, you can't see me anyway, so let's stand there. It's fine. Alright, unless you're going to be really scared, which I doubt is going to happen, we can just wait and let all of you guys just kind of pass your turn up, and then we can come in at the end. You might hear gunfire, but it should be alright. A lot of these guys are very tanky, of course. Yeah, you're heading there, which I knew about. You are walking that way, but that shouldn't be too bad. Will you leave Strike Zone? Yes. Okay, that's too bad, but it's fine. He's a basic guard. Like I said, I screwed up earlier and didn't move forward before you used look ahead, so that's on me. Okay, you're pretty far. That's fine. These guys all hear gunfire. Yeah, I don't... And then, of course, these guys all hear everything as soon as I go for anything. Okay, so I'm going to have you go last and go for stuns whenever it's possibly needed. Bubbles does not have good shots here. This is not going as well as I would like. Alright, so I'm going to have you run up and go for a simple stun. I think this will start fine. So if we can't clear him out, it's okay, because he'll be stunned. You're angry at me. Understandable. I don't care that you're angry. You're stunned. So you being angry is irrelevant to me. You actually only heard the footsteps. You can't see my guy because he's behind him. Kind of funny, but it is what it is. I'm going to have Bracket yield. I'm going to have Static go for as much as she can. Let's go ahead and just start with Burn Surge. Let's go into the Sword. And ideally, I can swipe at you pretty well. That's not in range. If I'm here... I'm not in range. That's too bad. I have to go really close to get this attack. So unfortunately, I have to use up some more AP. I'm going to stand somewhere like this where I'm closer to that guy. I can pick him up later. He's going to turn and see me. That's okay. So these guys are angry. Understandable. I am minus 10 evasion from this guy. It's the value of the basic grunts. Go for the active shred plus the regular shred. That's pretty nice. You're down to 50% armor. This might just kill outright. It in fact did, so I get no claw power. That's kind of unfortunate. Didn't want that to be the case, but here we are. It's fine. I would like if Bracket could hack, and considering she only has 1 AP left, we'll just have my Cyberknight Atomic Stutter this, and it'll be fine. You're angry. Understandable. Didn't quite see her, though, so she's hanging out. Alright, here's our host. Got some doors to open. Got a CPU up there, which... Ooh, we actually have a full Diamond Cobra host. Means it is as angry as it possibly can be. Overclock, spoof. I'm just going to load all the things. I'm going to leave Disarm unloaded for now. Do I want to load Cloak early? I subtract by 3. I don't know how many nodes have 5 on them, but I'm pretty tempted to load Cloak and then make the progress. I think it'll be okay. We'll see what goes. I'm a little IO starved now, so this might have been a little silly, but we'll see what happens. I don't think I'm going to be worried about AP overall, so we'll go... I'm not going to worry about connection either. Let's go this way instead. Prevent connection to another node. Gotta get rid of you, of course. We scan, double passive here, shouldn't be too bad. AP cost, program loading doesn't matter. I'll take these out after. I'm gonna go after the CPU right now. Null op, doesn't quite kill everything. Now it's all gone. These make a good enough spike to me. I know it could have been better, but I don't really care. I'm gonna load disarm while I'm here. This seems about appropriate. Right, I got a bunch of IO back thanks to Mirror Walker. It's kind of nice. Hacking this open is useless because I already have the red key, so I'm just going to go to the right instead. How scary are these? Exit and use a program. Ooh. Use a program hard disconnect. These are very annoying. I'm just going to null op this and get rewinded. I lose decoy, it's fine. I'm going to hack these open just because I can. I still have 10 AP. I'm going to load decoy. And I'm just going to end my turn here. This is fine. I'll make more progress next turn. That seems reasonable overall. Alright, well, as I mentioned, this guy has to be stunned. So, you're stunned. And I shall run up and be useful with my sword next turn. Seems good enough to me. I don't think this camera turns based on what it looks like, but I could be wrong about that one. Yep, so far so good. Okay. This guy needs to die. I think this is the JTAG circle, so unfortunately I'm going to lose it here. This is a good time for Crimson Vector, though, all things considered. I only need basic claw attacks, so I figure let's just go for it. I get several hits here. That's an unfortunate glancing hit, but this is likely to kill at the end. Yep, great. I get a charge back. I get a bunch of AP. I think we should wait for the guards to have their turn, but I'm tempted to use the camera leverage since everything is pretty much down. But I'll wait. I'll wait until Bracket finishes their turn up. Alright, I need to rewind her to make sure that she does well. So, Bracket, there's your rewind. Delay. Go ahead and hack. Going forward seems okay. -1 health is no big deal. Let's see. So, tally matters to me. We're generating just an absolute ton. 10 from ice. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to send a bug report here that it's saying there's only 1 ice here. So, yeah, the count is kind of incorrect. Okay, let's a gameplay bug. So how do I want to describe this? Yeah. Okay, so ice tracer is bugged to give +10 tally instead of +5. Yep. I have way too much pending tally, even according to the new explanation. Should only have +5 from ice. Well, hope that gets fixed. The node is a baseline 4. This obviously is going to give me pretty much instant escalations. It is what it is. AP still is typically not a problem. Great, need to get rid of some active ice here. I'm going to load spoof to not get escalated on. I'm going to null up this because it's going to be way too annoying otherwise. Probably could have just loaded scapegoat. That would have been smarter, to be honest. I'm going to reload. I immediately lose decoy. It's hilarious. It's fine. Okay, so let's go for one of these with 1 active node here so I can kind of clean up my inventory, essentially. If you exit on any action, okay, we'll get rid of... Sure. If you download blocked, download... Okay, so I gotta get rid of both of these, then go here, then go here. Down they go. Every time you take an action +3 from this node, but I have cloak. Wait, this is... Okay. So my buffs are bugged. Cool. Q tally is not removing... is not getting reduced by any of my talents and programs. I'm on turn 2 of the hack, and I'm just getting the baseline +3 every turn, despite having cloak and being Remy. Where's my mitigation? That's really unfortunate that this is bugged to just, like, ruin my whole day. I'm pretty sure if I unload and reload cloak, it'll work. Let's find out. I'm going to unload cloak. I'm going to reload cloak. Yeah, now it works. Anyway, this is all on download. I don't really care. Sure. 5 from the node, 2 from effects. Yep, that's fine. Let's go down here. Let's keep going. Fire from the node, -2 from... But yeah, I lost my trait power as well. That's really, really unfortunate. Use a program. That's late for on exit. There's finally a T-ledger piece. Pay data in the hopper. That's done. Exit relocate. Don't want to deal with that one. I think we still have a trap to deal with. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to load this. Everything else is disabled. Getting rerouted and losing connection health. I'm at 40 still. It's fine. Go here. Let's see. Disabled, sleeping. That's on the exit. Okay, I'm not going to exit the normal way. There's a T-ledger piece. One of the pieces is now ours. We're going to escalate. Damage to 20. Is that? No, I was at 40 already. We're fine. Okay. Yeah, so you can see these hosts are pretty mean overall. The node is at 7 now, which is yikes. But we're good. So I can disconnect. And of course it, you know, should be lower because Remy's passive should be doing things. It's kind of unfortunate, but whatever. Alright. Well, Bracket's turn is done. She can't knock anything down, even though she has pack loss available. She's out of AP. So I want to wait for the rest of the guards to move around. And I'm tempted to be a little bit cautious here. Let's see. I don't waste that many action points by just crouching and waiting and going for next turn. But I want to see where these guys all go. Yeah, you're just kind of standing around. If more of them clear out, that's fine. But I've only got a couple of stuns available with, like, stun strike and things like that. With the eye lasers. Bubbles' bat is on cooldown. Oh yeah, this guy needs to die, actually. I almost forgot about him, legit. That camera move kind of saved me. Alright, he's gone. We did it. Yeah, I am tempted to have him just kind of stand right here and not burn the leverage until a future turn. That way we keep the cameras down for a bit longer. No, I'm just going to pop this. It's fine. Because we do want to make some forward progress. I'm going to put you here, and then I'm going to crouch you up to the door. So you can go fight on a future turn. Static is going to do something very similar. Run to here. Turns out I didn't need all the AP from all the other tools I was using, but it's fine. Getting the claw kill. Yeah, this is a very tanky group right now, so it's a little tough to work all the way through. No stutter for another full turn, so that's going to be, yeah, just a little bit awkward. We'll figure it out, though. I'm confident I can do what needs to be done. If I have to wait another full turn, I will. Just hope I don't have to. 2 tally. Corpses might be running out this turn. Okay, 1 more to go. That's fine. Okay, you're walking away. That gives me space. You don't really matter. You're walking away, which is a little unfortunate for me, actually. Let's see. If I delay, go down to 9, this means I'm still first to throw down JTAC. That's fine. You're walking away. I'm curious what you two are going to do in a future turn. It is come up to me. Okay. So I will care about you. That's good to know. Bracket can get a little bit closer, which seems reasonable. I'm going to go a little bit short like this, so if I need to shoot my revolver, I can. That should be fine. Okay. You're all right. You're up there. We knew that you were doing nothing. And then, yeah, we know that you're doing nothing. Okay, this should be acceptable. So the goal is throw down JTAC to where I can use it reliably. Somewhere like this is going to mean basically I can melee these two and then use a gun for that guy. That seems reasonable. I can maybe even sneak past him, to be honest. That'll be a little bit tough. I don't know if I can shoot him, these guys, like, quietly enough. One consideration is Panther's stun is up next turn, so if we don't wake them up too hard, it'll be fine, but they are very durable. Very hard to kill. Only one person is in earshot range of the sniper rifle, so he can maybe go for nest shots on that guy. Whoops. I'm going to yield. I'm going to have Panther open the door. And then let's see. What is our... Oh, you can see him already. Ah. That's a little spicy for me. You would hear me running up. I only get 1 strike here. Your initiative is 18. Okay, I mean, he's already alert, so it's too late. I think we can get a lot done here by chasing this guy down. I think she has Burn Surge back up. No, you didn't use Burn Surge first turn. It's still down. I'm just going to go for it, and we'll see what happens. This might be very, very stupid. I'm being a little overly aggressive here, to be honest. If we crit, you just die. That's still good damage, at least. I'm going to slow your initiative. This should make it relatively likely that we go early. Or, actually, I pre-keep myself. And then I always go first, and I can Tactical Surge on Atomic Stutter. I'm just going to do that. Pre-keep myself. I always go first next turn. Bracket is going to keep waiting. Bubbles is going to go for Nest and some crits here. He's not in J-Tac, but these shots are still... Okay, they're not great. But I have 72 crit chance, so if I crit, he's dead. I didn't crit, so he's not dead. Yeah, that was kind of crap. Bracket is going to go for a fairly pitiful revolver shot. Yeah, probably pitiful, actually. She's not very useful. Let's see what the actually looks like. Probably not great. She is hidden, though, so I get some bonuses here. I mean, we'll try. They're going to turn here in gunfire, but it is what it is. Okay, you suck. Alright, so... Again, really good start here. You're angry. Very angry. If I go here, this guy is dead pretty much every time. And then I can move up to attack him. And that seems acceptable. I can go for this kill instead. You're at 21. You're at 20. You're at 18. Everyone's already had an initiative, so it doesn't really matter. The question is, how can I maximize kill count? And it's probably trying for these two, even though I won't get them both. There's, like, basically no way I will. Alright, yep. Oh, I also walked too far and I'm out of J-Tac, so I'm making mistakes here still. Okay. Would you like to actually shred his armor, please? Thank you. Your armor's pretty good. I have 2 claw hits. If I, wasn't an idiot, I would be pretty reasonable here. But this is still looking okay. Great, I get the claw kill. That allows me to stun strike you. Now this guy's still angry. We didn't have to wake him up. He was actually unaware entirely. So if we chose to not kill him, we would have gotten everything we wanted. But I'm bad, so, Escalation is here. It's reinforcements. We can get away from them. She's in a camera. That's kind of unfortunate. My whole team gets to go early enough. That doesn't really matter. You're only stunned for this turn, not the next one. That guy should be clearable. I'm not going to be too worried about it. Let's make sure we're in range to do our job. Looks like that's going to be fine. Couple of swipes and you're dead. 1. 2. Still takes 6, AP to kill this guy. It's not horrible. You're going to walk up almost certainly. I might just preemptively stun you. These guys are a little bit less dangerous. I'm highly confident my team can kill this guy. So I'm tempted to just start kind of breaking for it and playing a bit looser. And let's just run across and go fight this guy. I think it'll be fine. Bracket can now start running for this kind of stuff. AP is a little tight here, which is not exactly ideal. Also want to keep these guys from being too angry. This guy is suspicious. He's running towards either one of these corpses or the fact that we got seen recently. Or heard, I should say. Right, this guy reported intruders and gunfire. Let's see. I'm going to yield you to Bubbles, so that Bubbles can try to get this kill himself. I think this shot is not worth it. I think the bat is. If I put you here, it tells me I can step out to attack, which I'm inclined to trust. Camera sees me, it is what it is. I'm in J-Tac though, which makes these pretty decent. Strike 1 is okay. Strike 2 is better. Well, about equal actually. Let's see. I do want to not get caught by these guys, so I want to make some forward progress. You could pretty easily run all the way up on your turn, so... I can't guarantee that I can reach you for a stun next turn is a problem. And you could pretty easily get spotted, so... I don't have the gold key either. I really can't guarantee this looks good next turn. Although I probably just win on initiative, so it's not going to be that bad, but... I want to get away from these guys. Alright, we're definitely playing a little bit too loose now, and we're making some mistakes, but... We're probably strong enough that it's fine. I'm going to have you end up going this way with the team as well, but for now, I'm going to have you, like, literally stand here, and we'll figure it out later. Yeah, you were not told to do anything. Or you didn't care enough about the gunfire, I should say. Hearing gunfire once is pretty much never wakes up guards. And you're just walking. You actually might be out of AP. You might not get all the way to the corner. Yeah, you don't. Alright, cool. Bracket should not be running for this. That makes no sense to go for. I think revolver shotting is also pretty silly here. So I think we might just have her be done. I get packet loss now to kill the camera. And just get the entire team, you know, through it next turn. I think it's probably fine. I'll still delay just in case. In fact... Let's see. The only guards left, you who's stunned, and then these 3 who are the reinforcements. That guy's a lot of health. Wow. More than the suppressant. I didn't even realize that. That guy's very tanky. Still, though, I think this is a pretty good burn surge line. And I think it's like swipe once and then claw. I can't quite make it. That's too bad. Let's make what progress we can. You can't see me yet. You rolled a 19, but I really like can't roll badly on initiative, so I don't really care. Hopefully I get an actual kill with this, by the way. With claws, I mean, rather. So I get only 1 claw strike, which is... Yes, I'm gonna... Oh, man. I'm gonna Lumen Spear, which seems kind of crappy. It's gonna cost me 2 AP. But it's gonna give me, No, I don't think I can do this. The accuracy is too low, and I have too few claw charges. I just have to go for that and not get the buff. I'm going to stand you here. Let's see, what's my mineral, actually? Yeah, I can't lose on initiative, so I'm just going to run straight at him. The next turn I can kill, probably. I'll have multiple claw attacks, so I should be able to do quite a bit there. I'll have Power Slice back, so I can walk up Power Slice and claw twice. That's almost certainly going to work. The team can probably help afterwards. You're stunned. You're patrolling. You're patrolling. You found a corpse. You're angry. That's going to be an escalation. And then you're actually told to move. Okay. Bracket can now sprint forward. That's nice. Seems fine for you to stand there. Needs to get to this, by the way. Okay, orders received from these 3, from all the corpses that were spotted, and us walking through cameras makes total sense. Body timers means another escalation next turn. Pretty much guaranteed. Panther gets spotted. It's fine. I don't really care. Bubbles can't do anything of use. I'm thinking J-Tac somewhere like... This is going to cover all our bases. I'm going to wait on Strike Zone for these guys to actually end their turns. This guy's going to go first, get here and see me, and then probably be done. I don't know if these guys are coming up behind us or not. That could be a little scary, but I think I'm okay where I'm standing. Or I can walk like 2 AP forward is probably reasonable. Spend 2 AP to get to the corner. You better spend 1 AP and get a little bit closer. That way I'm probably not going to get seen by the flankers. I think it's acceptable. Static can go try to do her job. Let's see. Yeah, you rolled a 19. I can't do proper delays here, so I think, yeah, all I've got is... Oh, darn, I'm a little bit shy of this one. Okay, camera sees me. Sucks to suck, but oh well. Yeah, let's see. So I'm going to run up here. Seen by a camera. That's fine. Let's go somewhere like this. Seems okay. Okay, you're going to stand here. Oh, I walked out of J-Tech because I'm a freaking idiot again. Lower your evasion. Go get a guaranteed shred. Not bad. Get 2 claw attacks, which won't get the kill all the way because I'm stupid and don't have accuracy and crit chance. Mistakes have been made. You're stunned for several turns, but I might as well still kill you now, basically. That's going to be me in range. I run by another pressure sensor. It's fine. This might one-shot. It does. Let's go run towards our box. Yeah, I'm playing increasingly poorly. Being a little too cavalier with it. Bracket needs to get something done, and she just barely can. I mean, I could have gone for revolver shots, but... You're probably not going to get all the way into the room. But I'm going to run you here. You get seen. I don't really care that you get seen. 100th hit, and there is a 1% chance I fail the kill. So let's go ahead and stun instead. He's dead anyway, but I didn't know that 100% of the time. These guys aren't going too far. Right, they're hunting, so they're not going too far. Oh! Okay, Panther won on initiative, but... For some reason, I thought he was on the other side of the wall. I don't know why I thought that. I legit thought this guy was standing here and was just going to, like, walk up. But no, he's right there, and... I mean, thankfully my initiative rolls keep being amazing, but that was careless and stupid. Having 3 AP and 2 AP is the same thing. So I'm going to walk into JTAC to have better crit and accuracy. My stuns are available, so guess what? I'm going to stun you. Managed to get like the 10% shred off the club. Kind of nice. You're going to run over. You will turn alert, by the way. I just don't care. Guard is missing. Intruders reported. Yep. So they're going to send people towards us. Rebooting jammed devices. Kind of unfortunate. Not the end of the world, though. This guy did not roll too well in initiative. So we're okay. But yeah, I'm really just kind of... Ooh, you know what? This guy... Ooh, this guy could actually really threaten me. I can't kill him in 2 hits. I think I need to run away. But I can't run away easily because he's going to be able to chase me down. How do I get away from you? I don't have stutter for another full turn. I don't have a stun of any kind. And you have an urban assault rifle, which could really hurt. Now, thankfully, his, abilities only heal people, but... Yeah, I can't drop your initiative down to 0 by any means. Shoot. Shoot, 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 shoot. How do I get what I need? I can't even, like, extract right now or anything. Okay, crud. You're at 17, so I can't do a delay and, like, wait for more information. This box is clearly not what I'm supposed to grab. If I run down here, you have to run pretty far to get in line of sight. I'm tempted to just run here and see what you do and then come back at the end. And try to do some, like, initiative stacking. Crap. I mean, next turn I have stutter, right? Like, as long as I literally don't die... As long as I literally, like, don't die, I come up next turn with stutter and I'm okay. One thing I could do is go here and then hard end my turn. That would give me some cover bonus from take cover. Actually, okay, I want to test something. Because I don't know for sure how this works. I'm going to run here. And if I take cover, can I just wait? Looks like I can. Okay, so I have really good cover bonus. Right, I have minus 60% chance to be hit. We'll see what he does, but I'm going to go ahead and ride this out. Also, it gave me 1 initiative because it does that. Alright, well, you're going to go ahead and try to finish this kill. Actually, we should also put Strike Zone down on this guy. And aim it towards the front for when the reinforcements come in. This guy's only... How am I getting a shred every single hit? That's wild. That's a nice crit, but it's at a certain point expected. Good job to you. They're just hunting around the corpses. There's a break-in, I know it. You think? Your teammates are literally dead. Okay, you need to go get some stuff done. Unfortunately, you don't have stuns up either. Yeah, I've managed to really kind of downgrade my quality of play here recently, it feels like. If he strikes twice, I mean, she's likely to live because she has decent armor, but... Bang, I'm going to turn off from Burn Surge as well. Yep, definitely playing too loose. I guess, yeah, and you're going at 15 later this turn. So I'm really relying on her on bracket getting everything done. Okay, well, I'm just going to run you up here. Camera sees me, whatever. We get the shred, that's good. Claw should do... If I crit... Oh, it's huge. Okay, that crit was massive. Because this means you can get this kill every time. Or, if I don't mind making some noise, which I don't... This is like guaranteed to land based on Strike Zone and JTAC being here. I can just Revolver. That's 100% to hit. That saves me some... It's also a 1200 damage crit. That saves me some AP, which will allow me to run towards this host a little bit sooner. Okay, you're doing nothing. You need to keep delaying. Moment of truth. Got him in your sights, but I have minus 60 to be hit. First shot misses. Second shot misses. Thank you, cover. Yeah, his chance to hit was 0. I'm actually curious if the AI should plan around that a little bit. Let's call it feedback. Kind of low prio. Enemies are willing to shoot with 0% chance to hit. I feel like they shouldn't. I certainly feel clever for abusing cover nicely, but should they even bother to shoot like this? Or should they try harder to reposition? Wait for the report to go through, and then Once it's in, great. Cool. You're going to run towards the matrix host. That should be fine. Let's see. So, my minimum roll is going to be 17. This guy rolled a 21. So I want to make sure that you can't beat me. So I'm going to slow you down. Walk back forward again. Again, your minimum roll is now... You're at 15. My minimum roll is 16. I'm always going to be okay. Actually, I guess if... Yeah. I don't believe Megacorps have any escalations that give initiative. They can give, like, move points and move speed, but I don't believe they give initiative. Body timers, whatever. Camera turns around, sees my guy. I have stutter. I definitely have to use... This guy does not die in 2 attacks. Walk right there. I'm not going to use the power slice here, because I'm going to finish this kill easily enough on my own. I'm tempted to run for this loot box and then come back next turn. I think that'll be fine. Let's see. So if I do this, I have to spend another 1 AP coming back next turn. Whereas in a future turn, I can just like walk there, then go, and not have to like walk here, then up. So it's like, right, if I start here, I have to spend 1 AP, then go. And if I start here, I have to spend 1 AP to do that, then go that way. I think it's fine to just leave it as I am. I'm going to delay just to make sure I know where all the guards are doing. Bracket can keep going for this matrix host. She can't quite make it on 1 turn. It's unfortunate, but this likely won't snap, but I guess I'll see. If it does, I'm pretty happy. It does not snap. That's fine. Okay, so static can grab these 2. Bubbles can go here. I still feel like delaying to see what these guards do first. Okay, you're running towards my Cyber Knight. You're not there yet, though. Static is fine to grab stuff now. That probably wasn't going to snap, so I think going in like this was fine. Got another level 5 sniper, or SMG, rather. Seems solid. Mid-level assault rifle. Nothing else too special there. That's fine. You're done. Well, we clearly got the kills we needed. Second level 14 seems pretty far away. You rolled a 21, but you're stunned. I don't care. I'm done. Bubbles will go ahead and grab this loot. Guards will wake up and be angry and run towards me. In fact, I maybe should have not done that to not escalate. Delayed the escalation by a turn would have been probably solid, but oh well. Escalation is... timers again. Alright. Well, there's only 1 body running out right now. Have you grab that. I think it's every box now grabbed. Solid weapon mod, mass trauma kit blueprint, 5k cred chip, another level 6 scope. Swimming in those at this point. I think I've gotten like 5 at this point. Yep, you're dead. Can I catch my team in tactical surge? I don't care about my war machine getting it, so let's just pop this. That's enough for me. Spend 1 AP. This should snap. Blueprint. I already know Dr. Sevenfold. Okay, there's a red key here. Okay, right. I forgot. There's always a red key in a box. And so even though we couldn't have hacked it, we could have run up here, gotten the red key, and still gotten through the map. So it might be true that you always spawn at a spot where you can get the you can grab the red key yourself. I'm just not sure. I just don't know for certain. Alrighty, well, I've got enough stuff available. Let's load these. Data sieve, all that stuff. Every time you take an action, things. Let's see. I'm going to move a little bit forward here. Yep, so here's plus 14. Yikes. Yeah, so my character's passive does literally nothing. Is it because I started on the terminal node and it's like, oh, it underflowed so you can't do it? I don't know the answer. But I can load cloak now. That's what it's supposed to. I guess we'll see if it doesn't work next turn or not. Let's scan. We see only 1 trap. There's a chance that that trap is really bad for me. I can't play around that, so if it is, it sucks to suck. Okay, that's on download, and I don't really care about this blueprint, so... go there. That's not terrible. Program loading is not a big deal. Let's go here. Tally, then connection. Not going to bother scanning yet. Just going to go ahead. I lose decoy. It's fine. What do we have? That's going to hurt for a little bit. Down it goes. There's the spike. I need anti-trap, which I don't have. I'm actually very low on things overall because of having to load attack here. Might as well scan. Okay, a couple of passes can probably be dealt with. Get rid of minus AP. I'm really rich on AP, so it doesn't really matter which way I do things in. Let's go get rid of program loading here. And then, how much does attack deal? Probably not enough, but I'm just going to go hit this anyway and see what happens. It didn't die. I'm shocked. That's fine. We can load a bunch of programs next turn. It's no big deal. Oh, interesting. It overwrote the dialogue with the fact that it won't escalate for now. That's fine. Whatever. It's minor. But it's funny that it overwrote it. I wonder if that's actually... Let's call it a bug. When the CPU is spiked and you can't escalate, you can no longer get tally details. The yellow text post spike only talks about how it won't escalate next time it rolls over, and no longer tells me the tally info. Okay. Have to end my turn for now. That's fine. Actually, do I want to load something like Deception 1 while I'm here? I have plenty of Matrix memory. It's probably okay. I'm going to do that. Okay. And for now, we'll grab more later. I don't even care about a lot of those things, but whatever. You can wait around. You don't really matter too much. You don't matter at all. Alright, so let's basically grab... You have to run this way. I did kind of waste some AP buffing her, but it's fine. And then let's make sure you're not going to be seen by the camera, so we'll put you like way down in there. That should be well hidden. You're done. We're not going to escalate off of bubbles here, so I think you can just kind of run up and it's fine. Put you somewhere like this. That seems okay. Managed to barely dodge the camera. It's kind of nice. Not escalating is the important thing. Orders received. They're going to head towards the cameras that we ran into, I'm pretty sure. Can't connect, so I've got to go load some stuff up. Let's see. Yeah, right. That's still that text. I don't care about... Do I care about this? That camera, no. That camera, no. That camera, I guess. That camera, no. That camera, no. That... Okay, there's only one camera I care about. So it does not seem worth my time. So... Oh, right. I can't connect yet. There we go. I still need my downloads, though. So let's go ahead and load decoy and disarm. And let's move up. +3 from the node. Yeah, so it's not tracking cloak at all. Load a program. Download. Access. There's the T-ledger. File by file. -1 health, not a big deal. Exit the node, get rid of you. Great. Yeah, +3 from the node, and... Okay, yeah. So I'm going to send a different one, which is... Okay, so there's 2 bugs here. Okay, so 2 different Q tally bugs. 1, cloak does not... Cloak, like, stays loaded, but no longer reduces QSEC tally after the first turn. 2, Remy's traits don't reduce tally at all, even on turn 1. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. I can continue to reload Cloak, and it's honestly probably worth it. I don't want to have to, don't get me wrong, but it's like pretty clearly correct. And the thing is, like, even if this was the intended gameplay of spend 100 IO every turn to just like subtract 2 tally, I would make that trade-off. I am completely fine with making that choice because it's worth it. Again, it's not the intended gameplay, don't get me wrong, I know that, but it would be worth it. It's that strong. Alright, so we're going to hit escalation pretty soon. Oh, here's another visual bug, actually. Okay. Visual bug. Pit Viper AIs. Improperly display QSEC pips. So, I'm at 25 of 30 QSEC tally. And all the blue bars are full. Looks like it's improperly creating 25 bars and not 30. Alright. Download, download, download. Gotta get rid of all three. Just about perfect timing. They're all gone here. T-Ledger finally done. Well done. Got what we came for. Here's a minor bug. Bug, low prio. Tooltip bug, or dialogue bug in infiltrate and download. When you get the last file, it plays the partial success dialogue and the full success one. Partial success dialogue shouldn't play. Alright. We'll wait until the report goes through. There it is. Got what we came for. Take our download here. We are ready to leave. Bit of a weird one overall, but we managed to not take damage. We're only sec level 6 right now, which is not the end of the world, though obviously not amazing by any means. Certainly could have played better. Like, that's just inarguably true. CK can knock down this laser gate and not run through it, although it's functionally one tile like everything else is. But they're so far from us, I don't really care if they see anything. None of it's going to matter. Pull the squad up right here. We're going to need a couple of turns still for Remy to get out. She's not going to make it quite next turn. And yeah, they're on the way. They're on their mad sprint here. It just will not matter. Escalation there is still fine. They're not going to catch us. I'm pretty confident. We have not created any tally events in this location by not running through this laser wire and everything. You're coming closer, don't get me wrong, but you're still not going to catch me. She actually makes it out this turn. And look, he has more than 200 max HP, so this will not even trigger stress, so we're just done. Gate gets pulled, and we're out. Cool. Yeah, no one's going to take stress from that 20 damage, so it doesn't matter. It's definitely really nice having some kind of bonus HP traits or cyberware for a hacker to get them over 20 HP. Most everyone else usually has, like, they have bonus health in their passive tree or something. It's just, like, very easy to get to, like, 205 or higher. It's a little bit harder for hackers, and so having a trait or some kind of, like, cyberware can help with that. Even just, like, really small things like, you know, level 1 bone grafts or something, right? It gives you enough. I knew you would deliver for the Daedalus Bloc. The entire T-Ledger chain has been retrieved at total success. Hopefully, you'll be able to see the flows that are driving the threats to the Daedalus Bloc. Need time to sift through this data and plan my next steps. I will call you when the time is right to make another move. In time, Byron will resurface with more jobs for us regarding the Daedalus Bloc. Great, so Bubbles levels up. That's kind of nice stuff there. We get some cubes. We get a bunch of free influence for him. So he's already at 100 and waiting to limit break. It's going to be a bit of a waste. I don't think he has any anything I really care about. One thing I want to note, by the way, is that it seems as though the files here for things like meeting the new doctors and whatnot, these appear to be really strongly based on what your faction opponents are. So, for example, the fact that I haven't seen Splicer meet it in a long time makes me think that I need to actually fight against gangs or syndicates to get these pieces. Same goes for the other two doctors I haven't met file chips for as well. There's a, like, Black Ops. So, my understanding, I talked to people on Discord, Splicer Mina is Project Battle Tank. There's Dr. Ocular for ocular cyberware weapons, and you can get better laser guns in your eyes. And there's somebody else who has, like, Black Ops Wetware or something like that, and I haven't gotten a single piece from that from either of those people, so might need to fight other types of factions to get those files. Someone also said that if you inject files via, like, using a matrix hub or a hacking hub or whatever, those might not care about what the enemy faction is, and you can get anything from there. So there's a chance I tear down one of my rooms and just try to play for getting as many new things as I can. For now, though, I'm still waiting to have my power plays actually happen. Getting my influence breaks to come through, so Dr. Karos and Troy and all these people are still in line. So I'm going to wait until they get through, and then we can move forward. Don't have Puppet Master for a few breaks, but it's fine. I still want to wait to get some more Underworld Hub tokens before I go for this convo. Otherwise, we're fine. We're going to play some base management, and if we get any solo hacks, we'll run those, but otherwise, not a big enough deal. Yeah, so here's a... this is a bodyguard mission? Oh, it's a rescue on a really large map. I don't even know if this has boxes on it, is the problem. Anyway, we can play time forward for now. What just upgraded? I don't even remember. Okay, looks like we can keep going in this one as we go for the cold storage. They did nerf blowing off heat. Now it's 30%, not like flat 30, which I think is a good change, all things considered. It also means that if you want to use this, kind of hit it early, right? Blow off as much as you can before sort of time plays forward, because then you can blow off more total. So, but I could also use it for creating corporate hacks and getting potentially more like files and whatnot. That could be good as well. I'm thinking for now I can let heat just blow off on its own and it'll be okay. It might be incorrect, but it's how I'm feeling right now. So let's go ahead and let time play forward. I need these tokens. Dr. Karos gets her upgrade. Unfortunately, she does not get any of the upgrades I actually want. Rootmaker Programs, Black Market Matrixware. So let's go with favor for extra options. Rootmaker to 6. It's that or try to go on a power play again. I believe she's eligible for the armor power play. And I want to see if I can get that. So there's both of those. I'm going to pull strings here. That feels like such a waste to pull strings here. I'm going to go for Rootmaker Programs because I don't know what's in this. There's going to be more like newer information for me overall. So she's going to be towards the bottom now. It's still not capped out, which is funsies. Let's go see what she sells. Market. Sellers. Dr. Karos. So she sells Cloak 3. She sells Dragline 2. And she sells Scan 4. We can go ahead and just look at programs only now. Yeah, so Cloak 3 is only another 20. I do need level 8 programs, though, which I don't have for my current cyberdecks. That's going to be a cost expenditure for me. But obviously, that's pretty good. Scan 4 is new. It's still pointing at the exact same program here, so I feel lied to. In fact, it literally says it's Scan 3, so I'm going to send in that as a bug report. Bug, medium priority. Scan 4 is still Scan 3's active. Yep. I click on the Scan 4 program, and it just shows me what Scan 3 does. Unfortunate. Not what you wanted to see, to be honest. Oh well. Still though, yeah, let me actually go back and say, no, just only show me Dr. Karos here. Right, she already had those, but yeah, so Scan 3 really good if I can get a better, if I can get level 8 programs, which is fine. Dragline is +1 turn, also level 8 program, by the way. And then, again, Scan 4 is broken. It's fine. Okay, well, let's feed her some influence again, and although one thing to consider is I would like her to limit break when Puppet Master is up. That would kind of be the ideal. So I might actually want to wait and let other people go first. Yeah, I'm going to let that happen, actually. Yeah, let's chill for now. I do want to bump counter intel when I can, when I have money. I want Dance Hall to upgrade before... Like, I want to get the level 6 cyberdeck. I'm pretty sure the level 5 one is already fine in this regard, in that it does hold level 8 programs. But I would rather get a much bigger cyberdeck. Like, if I'm going to spend the millions, I might as well get the best one I can, or try to get the cyberdeck power play, which would be cool. So we can keep going into the Underworld Hub here and trying to invest in that. A lot of my people can level up. Let's do that now. So phase +1 is nice. Pulling strings cooldown to me is worth it. These are all as capped as they can be, so in terms of getting contact influence. I think dropping this down to 14 days is pretty clearly worth it. So that'll be kind of nice. New charge soon. Cool stuff. Means I can pull it on basically every limit break ever now. Influence break for you. I really don't care what your thing is, so here you go. Worth noting that he got this within 2 days of Dr. Karos. That's kind of good that we're getting kind of a fast rate on this. I have more about upgrade. I kind of forgot about that one. Sniper can go. I'm thinking I want to just keep investing in quiet kill, right? Make the accuracy better, everything else better. Let's keep going here. I don't know why I skipped out. People have XP. You have XP to spend, specifically. This is done. That's as good as it's going to need to be. You're here. Yeah, let's move on towards Scapegoat. Great. And then, just to make sure I'm not crazy, you're supposed to have, yeah, -3 QSec tally, and she doesn't. It's broken, dispatch. So, that's unfortunate. That's her core strength, and doesn't have it. I'm capped out here. Let's go ahead and find a hack mission. Chrome is going to make it large. The drive spike sting is here. We have a hardened target here. I don't know who it's against, but that might be worth it. I don't care about her specific like traits necessarily, but or her services. Let's go see what this is though. It's against Rook's tech, so it is going to be another corpo thing. So this might not be all that useful, but I figure let's run it anyway. Let's get some free files. Skip on the dialogue, I don't care. It'll at least be a nice large host, so it'll be a little bit more interesting to run through. So welcome to the Sec U-Vault BM12. Overclock, Spoof, and Scapegoat. I'm going to go ahead and load Data Sieve and Decoy for the extra IO. I'm going to go here, stop short of loading Disarm. And so I've actually played this tile set once before. I'm trying to remember if the CPU was at the top or the bottom. I think it was at the bottom. So I'm going to go this way. Oh, weird. It's working now? Here it's working. What's the difference? I don't know. That's so weird. It's working here, though, but it wasn't in meat space. Why? Okay, well, I'm not worried about AP on the first turn. Connection must go away, of course. +3 from the node, -3. Yeah, so I mean, that's normal stuff right now. Keep going forward. Tally, then connection. Then I can't connect, of course. Same stuff here. Okay. I can skip this or I can look for files on it. I'm going to go this way and look for files on it. I mean, I'm just going to walk over. I'm going to null op. There was no files there. Kind of unfortunate. 3 per action. Yeah, it's gone now. Is it when I null op or something? Like... Okay, I'm just going to keep sending weird bug reports. Okay. More weirdness with QSec tally. For the first 3 nodes, Remy's trait was working. I walked onto the SPU, null opt the ice, and now the passive trait no longer tracks. I'm just taking +3 with nothing to show for it. With nothing mitigating it, I should say. That's weird. So, is this like certain ice does weird stuff? Is it when you hit an escalation that gets scapegoated, it gets blocked? Is it when you use a trait, it goes away? Like, I don't understand yet. If I load Cloak, I'm not going to be able to load any more programs here, so I'm tempted to wait a little bit. Ton here, because, of course, can't connect to new nodes. A little bit of overclock there. This is not too bad yet. I can load this safely. Just 4 baseline. Scan. What do we have? And again, I don't have a passive anymore. Load, can't download. Ow. I will have to load some programs, I'm pretty sure, to get rid of all this stuff, so I have to disarm these. And I just, yeah, don't have a passive right now. I hope I'm not wrong about where the CPU is. It actually might be there and I'm just silly and wrong. I can't get rid of passive ice here. I'm thinking, based on how this has been going, I've not had a use for scan 1. I have had a use for sleaze 1. So, if I remember for next time, I'm going to unload scan 1 from my cyberdeck and put in sleaze 1. Because that one does appear to have value. I have to stop right here, though. I'm going to go ahead and load hardshell because I can. It's basically free. I think loading baby scan is reasonable. Actually, loading baby deception is reasonable, too. I'm just going to load that. It's fine for now. That's first turn being done. Gotta load sleaze again. Let's go ahead and load cloak. Could have done it sooner, but at least I'm doing it now. Connection health is still going to be fine, I think. Although AP is not going to be that big of a deal. Need to load scan to keep making progress. What's here? Load, download, download. Got it. What's there? Nothing useful. Let's go back. And then this is... These don't care, right? Disabled, disabled, sleeping. That's stuff you load a program. Yeah, so I'm getting the -2 that I expect. I still have -2 here. I still have -2 here. Here's a firewall. I walk past the firewall. When I leave a firewall, it goes away? Okay. Okay. QSec weirdness part 3. It appears that either hitting a QSec escalation, even if spoofed, or leaving a firewall node of all things turns off the -sec passives. Cloak was working just fine up until the exact action where I connected out of a firewall node, which coincided with an escalation. That's weird, but that's starting to line up as like, okay, it's replicable. Not that it's good, but I can stand here. I might as well load and unload and load cloak. And keep making progress. Let's go ahead and load deception. Maybe should have loaded decoy, to be honest, although I'm actually like really capped out on stuff. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. I have enough space to load decoy, and I think it's worth it. Go here. Connection's getting a little bit low. It's okay for now. Double active ice, that's unfortunate. I cannot get rid of all of it, but I've got several turns to play with. We're getting pretty close to this part where I'm going to have to really manage some stuff. My connection health is going to get lower and lower. I am losing a bit of connection health every turn from this, but I'm going to get some back. I'm going to lose like 9 or something, because actually, no, this card doesn't have anything special. I think I'm going to lose 12. Either way, we're done for now. AP is clearly not a... yeah, I lost 12. That's fine. Oh, I can't actually fit anything else. That's kind of funny. I'm going to unload and reload here then, so I have enough charges. Damage to connection, I'm going to block that one instead. It's a lot of tally, but it is what it is. Let's go this way through the downloads. That makes sense to me. Damage to cyberdeck. What are the traps? I lose decoy, not the end of the world. Download a file. Okay. Let's reload decoy. Let's reload sleaze. I lose decoy again. That's fine. I don't mind it. I get a 1,000,000 deck shield. I need to load anti-trap here. -1 health does not matter at all. Take you down. Scan. What do we have? Load a program. I need to get rid of that because I have to load scan. Don't have any anti-active, but it's fine. There's none here. Scan. What do we have? Download, exit, and load a program. Download and exit we can get rid of. Take these 4. We scan, we find where the CPU is. It's going to be very easy to go hit. Okay, I didn't see when I lost the value of cloak, but it's gone already. Couldn't tell you. I wasn't tracking that. No op 1. Get moved around. That's annoying. What else do we have here? Download access. It's fine. I lose disarm. If you download a file, relocate. That's not what I want to see. There's a bunch of stuff there that I haven't finished killing. I don't really want to get relocated right now, even though it's not going to be that bad. I don't want to show up somewhere I don't want to be. Cactus still at 24, which is acceptable, I think. And it's not worth burning null up. I think there's no way. I need it for the CPU still. So I'm going to go ahead and end my action. I think that's fine. No longer lose collection health as overclock is down. Let's see. This is, yeah, so load decoy, load disarm. Might as well unload cloak. There's no reason to have it. Get rid of you. I should load cloak right now. We're going to escalate. Here we go. Collection health is down to 10. It's fine for now, though. Cloak is still working. Cloak is still working. Okay, it's almost certainly got to be based on getting an escalation then. Spike. Now, of course, I can't tell. That's fine, though. There's not much activities to deal with, only this guy, so I'm going to save the IO and go this way. Tally, then can't connect. I have everything I need for this node. It should be fine. Download, yeah, so disable, disable, disabled. Take my downloads. 5 per action may or may not be it not working anymore. Everything else I think I got, right? I think I already cleared through this, if I recall correctly. It just got woken up by an escalation, so I think we're good here. I can disconnect with a little bit of collection health left. I don't think I took too much damage. But it definitely sucks that my stuff isn't working. And it's, like, weirdly inconsistent. Yeah, we're getting specifically Vantha Drip stuff, like, all the time on these Corpo hosts. It's, like, constantly him, which is kind of odd. We can generate another one if we want to. Yes, let's see what our stress looks like. Yeah, it's not that bad, right? Because we're blocking a lot of damage with duck armor, it's, like, suddenly not a huge problem. A little bit of heat, not too bad, though. I think I want to go with another one now. I just want, like, a little bit more intel, right? So, run this, get some more files. Orange host, let's get some Warner Braun this time. Doesn't change much of anything, I don't think. Let's skip the dialogue. 7 turns. Let's see what we got. We've got... You're kidding! I got the same loadout? Okay, well, fine. Okay, we have a -3 here. My trait is working, which we knew from last time. If I load spoof, it's still working. If I load scapegoat, it's still working. If I overclock, it's still working. Decoy and data sieve, it's still working. Load these, that's fine. Still working. Access node, still working. Tally, connection, still working, right? Yep. Okay. Move forward, still working. Connection. Program loading might be skippable. So far, so good. Okay, we leave the firewall. It's still working. I don't care about AP really at all. Scan again. It's still working. Need to get rid of, or need to put a lot of programs in. I can't fit all of them, unfortunately. I do want this, and from recollection, these are useless. So I'm going to go for small deception and disarm so I can fit them. Still working. Go here. Damage cyberdeck. We get rerouted. It's still working. Get rid of you. Now it's gone. Also, why are we at 0 escalation when I already got rerouted? That doesn't make any sense. How would that be true? That's really strange. Let's get rid of the download blocking first. I have enough trap ice to get rid of that. It's not going to be a problem. Okay, well, I know where the CPU is. I can't do much about that. I'm going to load hard shell since there's a chance I care about this. Disabled. That spiked. Obviously, none of this is readable right now. I can, as it turns out, load baby scan. Going up this way to knock this down seems useful, although I don't have a lot I can use. I have just enough here, though. I can go here. Get rid of download. Grab you. Come back here, load more stuff next turn. Yeah, I don't understand when exactly it decided to remove itself. I can't figure out what the trigger was there. That didn't quite make sense to me. I should have loaded... actually, I can't because I'm currently fitting Deception 1 here. Okay, well, AP cost. Scan from the outside means I can reveal a trap. Damage to cyberdeck at any action. Let's use up the last of the awkward deception. Let's get rid of these. That's fine. These are all disabled, so I can go ahead and move down now. And I would like to load this. And I'm going to unload scan so I can load disarm. If you use a program, relocate. Okay, that's gone. Cash is not great, but it's not terrible. Now we start moving back. And I'm still going to -2 from cloak at least. Still -2 from cloak. AP is not a big deal to me. We'll go in this order. I need potentially getting rid of passive ice here, which is going to be awkward. Cloak is still working. Let's go ahead and walk forward and we'll see what happens. Program loading an AP cost means I actually get around this. Okay. I think I still want to walk through this and deal with it. Okay. I have to null-op this actually, or I can't leave. Scan. And I could null-op a second time, and it's not the end of the world, depending on what's here. Connecting. Okay, this is not the end of the world yet. I can just knock this down. I don't care about my AP costs. I can scan basically for free. Now I see the traps. And the next turn, I just load sleeves and fight this, and it's totally reasonable. Okay. Cloak is still on. Cloak is still on. Here's an escalation. Cloak is still on. Exit, download any action. Got it. I have enough stuff for this. We go to here. Cloak still works. Damage to connection. Can't connect. Scan. This should be reasonable. Cloak still works. Cloak still works. Download a file. Download a file. These are all mine. Scan for traps. Do I need to load a program? Yes, I do. Get rid of you. Go here. I likely am fine on the current trap count. Yep, I am. More source code. Ow. It's fine. If you exit the node, steal AP. I don't want that. Don't load any programs on it. It's sleeping. Understood. Disabled. Yeah, these are all disabled, so I can load a program here. I don't need anti-trap, though, so I'm not going to bother loading that. Also, that's still working here. AP is not a big deal. There's no traps. There's only ever 4 things in a node. We null-op. There's nothing here anyway. And Cloak stayed loaded. I have literally no idea why Cloak sometimes stays loaded and works. Maybe it's certain kinds of escalations. But I'm pretty sure I've been moved around more than once. Maybe I'm wrong about that. It's like, when the escalation is, it would move you? Maybe? It does not make sense to me. I don't know why. Obviously, my character's passive is still gone, but... yeah, it makes no sense to me. Oh well. Downloading and scored. Done what I sent to do. Stolen everything I can. Alright, well, I clearly seem to need to fight non-corpo factions in order to get pieces of someone else's V-chip, because I'm getting Vantage Rip constantly, and I'm no longer getting anybody else. I don't know if it's a power level thing. I don't know if it's a source of, like, faction thing. Like, oh, Vantage Rip is in, like, Corpo Matrix hosts. And, you know, I don't know. But there's clearly a trend. It's no longer RNG. I do know loot tables are based on faction type, if not individual factions themselves. I think it's faction type only. Could be wrong about that, of course. I don't know everything. But, yeah. We can at least start minting some half-decent file sets. Keep trying to make our Doctor's Limit Break. We meet Vantage Rip yet again. Vulnerable Host Analysis is whatever. I'm going to keep selling these for money as well, to be honest. Actually, you know, maybe I'll use one. Why not? Let's go ahead and say it's not used by a set and it's not created by a set. These are just cash. Wow, I have very few of these. I'm surprised. And then if it's created by a set, let's go ahead and make one of these and see what happens. Oh, it's against Jupiter Group. Oh, right. Okay, so... Wow, these are all... I mean, that's wild, actually. I'm, like, kind of only getting Vantage Rip now, which is kind of funny. I don't think I even remember getting another piece of, like, Dr. Karos. I mean, we're, like, almost there, right? But... I'm, like, kind of only getting Vantage Rip right now, which is weird. Again, it probably has to do with faction type or something. Which means I need to start fighting not just Megacorps, even though it lets me feed influence to my primary doctor, essentially. Okay, so yeah, final thoughts here are... Vantage Rep upgrading is a good thing. Letting him upgrade Gamma Clinic would be nice. 2 favors is enough. Troy upgrading would be solid for getting K-Spec. Her upgrading for the level 6 Cyberdeck would be good. That's going to be max level, by the way, until you get the limit break for it. And then Xeric is not eligible. That's fine. All right, so... Yeah, I might have to run this just to see if... Well, no, yeah, she works for Matsumoto, and then it's against K-Milyu, which means running against another faction type is useful, but I don't care about her. No. I'm going to keep waiting until I'm running against factions... Sorry, running 4 contacts I care about. So... I guess let's see. Kill a hardened target. Salvage job against D-Cartel. I don't really care about you, though, is the thing. Generating favors is not even that worth it either. I also feel like I only ever see D-Cartel when I go for hardened target. It, like, seems to always generate that for me, so I always run against the exact same unit type. Whatever, I'm leaving her on red for now. They're done with that. Hype limit break for you. Mirror Walker, more AP and IO seems wonderful. Thank you for that. We can keep letting time tick forward. Byron has let me know he has more lucrative work for us. Likely, it's more infiltration and theft to help build his alliance within the Daedalus Bloc. Whatever the work, the money is good. Let me know when you want to meet with him. Timeline event added. We'll talk with him when it's time. That's going to fail. I don't care about Taylor Stryzek, so that's fine. Nano Scrubber is fully upgraded, so we have a lot of headroom here. Upgrading Barracks does not seem useful. Upgrading Cold Storage is going to give me Cryo of 6, which does not seem useful either. Bumping the Trainer seems fine in terms of generating more XP for the team. Again, I don't care about Taylor Stryzek, and I don't care about Dane Corso, so I'm going to let those both fail. She wants someone to run legwork for her. I think that's very reasonable. I think we can send Tractor, who's good at it. 7 days, I should be able to bump that pretty reasonably well. That should be fine. Yeah, I'll have 2 tokens, no problem. And eventually we can upgrade the building itself, which will be good. Let's keep playing time. Influence break. I do not want you to have that one. Gamma Clinic. Yep, Gamma Clinic 2. That's what I want. Great. I'd have to go in here. I'm going to open up my Google Sheet around what all the services are, just so I can, like, mention that. Gamma Clinic 2. Oh, I typoed. Gamma Clinic 2. There's actually only one thing here, which is kind of funny, but he gives you Wired Nerves 2. So he gives... So Wired Nerves 1... Yeah, so Wired Nerves 1 through 4 is Gamma Clinic. And then... Okay, yeah, so all that Gamma Clinic ever has is... So it has Chipped Reflexes 3, and then Chipped Reflexes 4 is Gamma Clinic 3. So you can get slightly better here and get even more fractional AP move speed, whatever. Wired Nerves 1 through 4 is just straight up Gamma Clinic 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Delta Wire 3, 4 is also Gamma Clinic 3, 4. So, yeah, so 1, 3 for Chipped Reflexes, 1, 3, 4 for Wired Nerves, and 3, 4 for the end of Delta Wire. So, Wired Nerves is cool because it gives you an active action point generator. 1.35 million is not even that bad. 3 reaction is pretty reasonable. Yeah, you lose some health, you lose resist. Like, this makes you very squishy. But you have on-demand AP, roughly once per mission. You get quite a lot of reaction, which is functionally move speed and initiative. You get move speed penalty mitigated in case you were going to run into that. Pretty cool stuff. Now, the benefit of going to Wired Nerves 3 is 1 flat move point, and Wired Nerves 4 gives you a 3rd AP on the active. You keep linearly gaining initiative, you keep linearly gaining reaction and whatnot. 5 days, though, is pretty short downtime, and I'm pretty sure I am quite down for grabbing that. So let me double check. There's nothing I'm really... Yeah, nothing that's immediately due here. I'm going to say... And one thing to note as well, by the way, is... These aren't terribly expensive, which is good. The price jump from Wired Nerves 2, which is baseline 900k, but because I'm on 1.5x cash, it's, 1.35 million. Wired Nerves 3 is 7.4 million. Wired Nerves 4 is 10.2 million. So, as neat as this all might be, I mean, maybe, like, Chipped Reflexes is slightly faster. If I'm, like, let's try to compare Reflexes 3 to Wired Nerves 2. So Wired Nerves 2 is in green. Yeah, 3 reaction. I lose. I don't care about this stuff at all. Fractional AP I have to make good on. 3 reaction is 3 move speed. This is just 4 move speed from, move speed itself. And then this is all the same. So, like, I'm -1 move speed, but plus 30% of 1 initiative. But I get the Wired Nerves active, which is, like, pretty clearly worth it, right? So I feel like, yeah, it's better. It's better by a very small amount, all things considered. But, like... It's better. And then, yeah, Chip Reflexes 4 costs 7.4 million again. So I think Wired Nerves might just be the play. And we say, hey, put them in. 1.35 million is not too bad. 5 days is not too bad. Let's go for it. This seems pretty playable. Let's see if we can get any more other limit breaks here. Troy is up. Dance Hall is up. And then basically I want to get to the point where Puppet Master is not in too bad of a spot here. That pop on the 13th. This popped on the 10th? Yes, we're getting limit breaks a little bit faster, which is nice. You got a limit break here as well. I do not like that you went for that. Unfortunately, I have no favors with you. No, I do. I do, and I have pulling strings. I have 2 charges even. So, favor for an option. K177 Spec Wetware seems worth it. Oh, interesting. I can't trade any more favors because there's no other options here. He literally can't pull anything else. I didn't know that existed. That's kind of neat. He doesn't have other possible options. He can only do wetware or detail-oriented. Okay. I mean, that's fine. I guess I want to look at what he has going on and identify something, but that's kind of interesting. So, yeah, okay, wetware service to 3. Sure. Great. Does Fast Patch, is that just, like, not upgradable or something? He's on a power play here, but maybe he... like, I can't co-conspire, but I guess co-conspire is down, so I don't even know for sure if that's like a him thing. Or is he like locked in and can't run missions anymore? I guess we'll see when I am able to get co-conspire back up and see if he's like grabbed by the story engine unnecessarily. I don't know if that's actually true. I assume it's not, but I don't know for sure. No, I'm recovering. Oh, I should actually check what's in K177 one sec. So 177 Spec 3. That gives level 3 of 2 eye lasers and the highest level synaptic accelerator. Okay, cool. So let's see. Take somebody who actually... Yeah, so you have one already. So if I wanted to replace Synaptic 3 with Synaptic 4, it is 7 million. It is 21 days. It's 11 million for me, of course. The benefit of Accelerator 4 is... another +1 reaction, another +1 evasion, another +1 initiative. Now, again, if you are fully swimming in money, and again, everything is triple the cost for me. I'm getting half cash, and things cost 50% more. So in a more conventional timeline, 7 million is not the end of the world. And, like, yeah, in a world where campaigns go long enough, having to park somebody for 3 weeks to make them more powerful is, I think, a reasonable way to spend money and make you churn through your mercs more in the end game. Like, I actually do personally believe, like, high price, high downtime is, like, a good way to make these, like, really end tier, like, gear worthwhile. Or, like, to like, cause you to move people around because you might as well, cap yourself out. That's just me, though. And then if we look at the War Machine, we have a lot of new eye lasers here available. Yeah, we have Bright Spot Optic 3. By the way, Bright Spot Optic 1, 2 requires Street Wetware to go to 3 and 4, which of course I haven't upgraded. And the same for the Lumen Spear. So, what she currently has, just to like talk about it, right? She has Lumen Spear 1. Which I guess to be fair, yeah, actually you can get the upgrade too. So, Lumen Spear 1 versus Lumen Spear 3. I think their accuracies are all 75. Let me double check. Yeah, accuracy all 75. This is 150 ballistic and 1.5x or 2.5x crit damage and 10 crit vuln. And if I go for the level 3 version, it's 170 ballistic, still 2.5x crit damage, and 16 crit vuln. If I go for the bright spot optic, the primary difference here, as we look at the comparisons, is bright spots are actually shorter range, less accuracy as well. It's pure damage to the ballistic, which is a very meaningful damage upgrade. It is, well, I think it's reasonably, like, not impossible to make kinetic damage better than pure damage, because you can use strength, you can get kinetic as pure, you can, there's, like, you know, have a lot of implants that increase kinetic damage. Ballistic is actually, unless you're hard spec'd into, like, soldier, basically, it's not hard to get ballistic as pure. And so I'd say, on average, it does more damage. Still 2 AP, still a 4-turn cooldown. Like, it's still hard to get a lot of laser shots, you know, every mission. But, you know, it exists. The big benefit, though, is I actually quite like the guaranteed minus 25 evasion. That is pretty sweet. I think that's actually quite useful overall. I'm a fan. I like that quite a bit. Of course, you can still just get a display link and, you know, have a bunch of accuracy from that for all time, not just the guys you shoot lasers at. Because keep in mind, right, if you're not a war machine, you get, like, 1 charge of this every 4 turns. And so you can spend 2 AP to get 25 accuracy once in a while at shotgun range. Or you can just have this and, you know, have 5 accuracy forever for the entire mission and crit chance, crit damage. Again, I don't think lasers are very strong. But that's what you get. You get those 2 options. There is a world, I guess to be fair, where I go for Lumen Spear 3. It's slightly stronger, but I don't know why I would bother. As far as my hand blades are concerned, yeah, I actually don't have a better spot for that just yet. That's going to require mostly the services that I haven't gotten yet. Better hand blades comes from Battle Tank, better hand razor comes from Battle Tank, and then there's a different set of blades that comes from the Black Ops, like, Wetware service, which I just don't have access to right now. So either way, that part is done there. I still have Dance Hall in line. Should start putting other people now in line as well. Dr. Sevenfold getting... No, wait, no, he's useless. He's K177. Dr. Karos going up is not bad, but Puppet Master's still down. I would like to get a 2-for-1 there. So that means I probably want to see if I can feed Byron's... Not Byron. Vanthadrip. It'll be kind of hard. He does buy Corporal Files, but maybe that's not too bad. I think getting Vanthadrip up for Gamma Clinic is worthwhile. Let's see if we can do that. Buyers Vanthadrip. Okay, he buys quite a few, including his own V-chip, which I find hilarious. I'm going to leave this up because I might care about it. Everything else, though, I think, yeah, let's go ahead and sell to him. He doesn't pay the most. He doesn't pay terribly, but he's not the most. And Troy is... Okay, he's not quite capped, actually. I kind of want to cap out K177. Let's see, what's in K177 for? It gives me... Oh, it gives me another... It's actually all eye optics. So it's Lumen Spear 4, it's Bright Spot Optic 4, and it's a different accuracy eye, which I don't think is particularly good. So I might just leave him on red for now. But I do actually want to go ahead and bump Vanthadrip here, who, yeah, other people pay a bit more. Although, actually, no, he's actually the highest of anyone who realistically pays. So let's give him the expensive stuff, because he actually pays the most. Which means Compendium Alpha. 3 favors, I think, is worth it. He only owes us 1. This is a pretty good hit here. And then the rest I will actually sell to him straight up for cash. Yeah, and I need to get you to 90 or so. Where are you? There you are. 70. How about accounts? What does Vanthadrip buy? This one. Okay, this gets him to 80. That's good. Vanthadrip, where are you? Can I not read? Am I silly? This is Corp, right? Should it not? I guess I'm just griefing and he's not buying this. Why? Why is he not buying this? Gang accounts. Oh, it's not a gang account. Wait, why is he in the list then? That makes no sense to me. I understand these not going through, because these are untagged to buy all, but why are these okay with him? Doesn't make any sense. Okay, that's a weird, that's a bug. Okay, so let's send that in. Okay. Account filter is bugged. It's showing corpo accounts when my contact doesn't buy them. I've filtered for Vanta Drip here, who buys syndicate accounts, I think. And it's showing... I can double check this really quickly. Vanta Drip buys... Oh no, he buys gang accounts. Okay. Who buys gang accounts, and it's showing a bunch of corpo ones. What gives? It could be the filter itself is doing nothing. I could buy that. Yeah, it doesn't show any... It doesn't show... Okay, just did nothing, I guess. No, whatever. But we saw the little baby ones that are only ever worth money, nothing else. It's fine. Yeah, I turn them on, it just like... It just shows everyone. Doesn't matter. You click anybody, and it just shows everybody. That's weird. Alright, minor bug, but yeah, kind of annoying. Anyway, I kind of want Dancehall to actually get a limit break, but I still want to bump this guy up as well. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to sell him something for 20 and it's fine. Here you go. Wait, can I not sell him anymore? Is this not the right kind? Oh, it's not a Megacorp one, that's why. He doesn't buy from small corps like Chemco. So it's got to go to Vanthadrip here. Okay, he's in line. He's next. Let's go ahead and play time. There we go. Power play is reasonable. I don't mind it. I don't love it. Let me trade favors and pull strings here, see if I can get his... Yeah, Gamma Claim to 3 I think is better for me. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but I want to see it. So let's go ahead and see what this is again. I think this... Oh yeah, this is Reflexes 4, Wired Nerves 3, Delta Wire 3. So if I want to go ahead and say, hey, my Delta Wire can get better. If I go from Delta Wire 2 to Delta Wire 3, I get another 2 will. These go down, who cares? I get 1 flat move point. Oh, baby. I get more mitigated move speed. I get +1 initiative. Oh, yeah. And if I go to Delta Wire 4, by the way, according to my notes might be inaccurate. In fact, it's very likely they are, based on the fact that I'm clearly off by 1 here. I think it's... Yeah, okay, let me double check. So, for will, that matches... Yeah, okay. So, my notes are inaccurate. My notes said that level 2 gave +1 move point, and level 3 gave 1 move point, and level 4 didn't. Clearly, my notes are wrong. I must have done a copy and paste error, something clerical. But, yeah, basically, I can go grab Delta Wire 3 here and feel pretty cool that I have 1 flat move point forever. Yeah, same move speed. I get more mitigated in case that's going to matter. But, yeah, flat move point. Kind of nice. 2 million, not terrible. 14 days, not terrible. It's going to take a while. From my notes, which could be inaccurate, Gamma Clinic 4 gives 1 for 10 million, which just gives a bit more mitigation, a bit more will, a bit more initiative. But I don't have 10 million to spare, so that's probably not going to happen. It gives Reflexes 4, which I mentioned briefly. Of course, I can't grab this. When Reflexes 4 gives me another fractional action point. This makes it much easier to find and craft some kind of armor that lines up and gives 0.5. This actually, it's relatively easy to 0.5. That said, again, you can just simply grab the Wired Nerves and feel good about it. It does give Wired Nerves 3, by the way, so compare Wired Nerves 2 to Wired Nerves 3. Here's our full +1 move point every time. Congratulations. It's also, by the way, 7 million baseline. Good luck with that one. It's still 2 action points for the active, right? It's the exact same thing here. The big benefit here is +1 flat move point. Still, you get +1 reaction. But yeah, Delta Wire seems pretty good. I'll be down 14 days. It's going to cost me 2 million, but I get a flat move point forever. That is worth it, in my opinion. I think we just shell out the cash, and she's going to be down for a bit, but I think this is pretty clearly what I want. Permanent move point seems good. The stats aren't bad either. Out of money, but expected. Still kind of want Dance Hall to be in a spot. Actually, double checking as well. It's nice we're actually getting these upgrades every couple of days. I'm very happy about that we're actually getting frequent limit breaks. I love that. It makes the game feel a lot better. You actually are able to get upgrades from everything you're doing. Still have to talk about this at some point. I understand. I don't believe I can boost anyone a meaningful amount now. Dance Hall's already in line. No one else that I care about buys this, unfortunately, so... yeah, it's basically just Dance Hall is in line, and then as far as selling this... Yeah, Troy buys it. I can get better Spec Wetware. Vantherdrip buys it, and this lets me go for upgraded Gamma Clinic, which, again, to be fair, I'm not really going to get much value out of Gamma Clinic for. It's too expensive for me, but let me double check what K177 did again. 177 Spec 4 is... Oh, right, yeah, it's better up. Okay, that's actually useless for me, so I guess I'll go for Gamma Clinic after all, and we'll feed this guy. So, we'll get you closer to your limit break. Unless I really want to go for Dance Hall, but for now it's fine. We will give these to you. This will go to Dance Hall after she limit breaks, basically. Owes me no favors. That's a bit of an issue, actually. Let's go ahead and get a favor with that one. Even though it's going to put her at 100, which is a bit of a waste. We can always sell these to her later on. And get her the influence that she needs. Let's go have our convo. Need to discuss our next moves in Daedalus Bloc urgently. What's the job? First major battle over the governance contract for the Daedalus Bloc has been fought. Proposals put forward after 2 weeks of objections, procedural votes, attempted reconciles, and rewrites. The hand behind the curtain pushing for change couldn't be stopped. Final vote was supported by 28% of the shares, but the yes votes carried the day. Sounds like the first move in war. You knew it was coming. They're moving faster than I'd hoped they would. The new governance rule requires every shareholder in the block to submit a bio-verified proof of life certificate once a year. Any share that goes unverified for 5 years will now be automatically transferred into a pool for a yearly auction to the highest bidder within the block. Whether the owner is dead or just hiding, that's going to be a lot of shares up for grabs in the auction. Or it's going to force a lot of shareholders out of hiding. I believe that was the point, and it's already working. Might be the huge break I've been needing. I picked up a major clue on the whereabouts of a shareholder who I had written off as dead. Paige DeVale, bio-verified in a UNA clinic way down in Fens Avenue. Name doesn't mean anything to you, but Paige is one of the big fish from the beginning of the block. I need to speak with her and try to convince her to come out of hiding, to exercise her shares. The governance laws are changing. None of us can ignore how dangerous that is. The clinic staff or systems must have something on Paige if she had to physically appear and bio-verify. I had to sling a huge bribe just to get the UNA controller to leak me the exact clinic and location of where the bio-verification occurred. But once I had that, the clinic chief of staff rolled over for less than I'd expected. Everything they have on Paige's visit is tucked away in some lock boxes in a nearby supply facility run by Ultratech. Those details aren't the kind of thing we can risk transferring over any network. You worried someone else is going to start hunting her? Right now we have a head start, but someone is sure to be one step behind us, so we need to stay one step ahead. Okay, it's a strong lead on your elusive friend. We better chase it while we can. Daedalus Bloc is starting to catch fire. Trust me, it will be very lucrative for you to stay in this fight. Parasite fee, ready to be planned. It is due in 7 days. It is against Ultratech to steal a bunch of files. We get a blueprint for a pretty nuts sniper barrel. Minus 38 noise is pretty incredible, to be honest. Though we can't craft anything, so it doesn't really matter here. I still want Dance Hall to limit break, so I'm going to still play Time Forward for now. I think I obviously can't afford anything else going on. You're back. That's great. Yeah, we're still playing Time. I am just waiting for these buildings to keep going. Salvage job is going to expire. That's fine. We've got a scav raid against Ultratech that I don't care about literally at all. We have some legwork that I have to pick up at some point. Site schematics for a scav raid against Ultratech. I really don't care. Ghoul wants me to bodyguard somebody. I don't care about that either. Static is still recovering. Before this completes, I'm going to need to bump some Underworld Hub tokens. There's a limit break. Power play for you is correct. I want you to get better cyberdecks. This is actually what I want. You're on a power play. That's good. Let me take my accounts and sell them all to Dance Hall and try to get her in line again. Because my understanding is there is... Yeah, 60. We're almost there. We're not quite there. Actually, let me stop here. Files. No, I have no file sets that are sellable. Okay. So I will need to force that somehow. I might just, like, create another solo hack real quick. Even though it's like, I know we're like almost 2 hours in and I'm just doing base stuff and solo hacks here, but I really want to get Dance Hall in line. So we're going to go create another hack here. It looks like it's always corpo hosts, so they're never anything too spicy here. Chemco Salvage is also not a megacorp, so it's going to limit the number of people that I can get stuff from. Still, let's run this. Let's even get more data on why my passives don't work sometimes. Skip the dialogue, I don't care. And please tell me it's a different layout this time. I'm begging you. Okay, good. So, network access host. My traits exist for now. That's good news. Beta Civ, Decoy, these guys. It still works for now. Alright, damage to connection, then AP. Go here, a lot of passives, that's fine. AP, then connecting. Let's go down, then up. It should be less total backtracking, I think. So let's go here. AP, then connect. We scan. That's going to be a little bit annoying to deal with. I'm thinking it's going to be a null op. We still have our trait working, which is good news. There's only one trap there at most. I can't load everything I need to load, though. It won't all fit straight up. So I am tempted just to null op this and move on and hope it works out in the end. We block the escalation, and as this happens, we are in a bad spot again. I couldn't tell you if it's because of scapegoat popping or what, but it certainly happened. I need anti-passive. Let's keep going. I lose decoy. It's not the end of the world. What do we have? More stuff that I probably need to just null op. It's a little ugly. I don't really care. I need to stop here, though, and actually deal with everything else. Let me go ahead and load hard shell because I can. Didn't I have IO a second ago? Did this cost IO somehow? Or am I, like, misremembering? Oh, no. It was probably because decoy unloaded, and then I lost the IO from decoy. That's probably what it was. Maybe I'm wrong about that one, or I'm, like, truly misremembering things. But I think that's what it was, is I had some spare IO, and then when decoy dropped, I lost it. Okay, that's kind of weird, but I guess it does make sense to have the IO as long as the utility remains loaded, right? That's understandable, I guess. Anyway, done for now until I can load new programs. Let's load Cloak while I'm here. Let's load Decoy. Let's load Anti-Trap, which I'm going to need. Let's start at the top. Why not? Okay, it's not the end of the world. Can't connect. Let's go back down. I think going back down... Let's go back down. So my thing is still working. Damage to cyberdeck. A little bit of ow. It's fine. Oh, I didn't take this down. It's actually generating a bunch of tally. Whoops. I didn't realize. If you download relocate, okay, 1 health is no big deal. More Vantage Rip pieces. That's actually wild that we're still getting the exact same thing over and over again. I get moved around, because of course I do. Use a program, steals AP. Then kill you. Lose decoy. Connection health is not great. Still gotta start here, though. Ah, this sucks. Go here, get rid of you. My connection health is pretty bad. It's sort of unfortunate. Slow decoy again. A little bit of damage, not a big deal. I'm gonna come for these later. I need to get the CPU, I think. Okay, my cloak is already not working again. Let's lose it. Might as well. Doesn't do anything. Tally, then AP, then can't connect. Okay, I'm done on programs for the turn. Connection health getting a little bit low, but okay for now. I can actually go here. Ooh, no, I can't. It's going to cost me 2 AP to walk there. It's going to cost me 0 to get rid of them. It's going to cost me 1 AP to scan. Should be fine. Okay, never mind. It gets bad. I think I need to null up this to be safe. No, it'll be okay. Damage to any action. Scan again. If you exit, I'll just load programs next turn. It'll be fine. Disarm you now because I can. Get rid of you. I will have 5 protection health, which is not great, but it's okay for now. This is what I expect hard hosts to look like, by the way. Although, to be fair, I'm, getting kind of ruined on expected tools. I'm meant to have way better control than this on sec tally. That's going to be annoying to deal with. I lose decoy again. Unload on any action is going to really suck. I'm going to take stress. It is what it is. I just have a lot of deck armor. What's this guy? That's going to be a shit ton of tally. Can't do anything about that one. Ow. Ow. Yep. Yep. Definitely ow. Can't do much about that one. It's already gone. I've already lost the cloak that I loaded earlier this turn. Holy moly. Woke up 0 ice. Yep. Damage cyberdecks not a big deal. Just gonna, yeah, I mean this is what these hosts feel like normally when I don't get to, you know, have no tally generated, but you know, I'm obviously not able to actually block the tally. Wait, where am I actually? Wait, what? That makes no sense. Why do I have this still open? That's clearly a bug. It's probably because I'm forced to disconnect, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm dump shocked. Okay. Just a weird UI bug when you get dump shocked to 0. Okay, this turn's over. It's fine. Come back in and keep going. I'm going to be very stressed at the end. It's not the end of the world, though. I don't have my passive anymore. Data sieve decoy. Worth it, in my opinion. Alright, we got a few turns left. Let's keep going to the bottom. I actually have stuff to grab here. I want to load cloak, but I'm going to be really limited on what I have actually available, so... Let's see. I need to load sleaze this way. I need to load that this way. I have 150 left, which means I've got to go for small scan, small deception. Otherwise it won't fit. I do not have diminished tools here because this is all fine. Disabled, disabled, disabled. I just forgot what's here. Relocate on action. Damage cyberdeck on action. Nothing else here. Nope. This is fine. Take my downloads. Woke up some ice. It's kind of annoying. I have plenty of deck shield for now, although not a ton. Go here. Ow. I have scan. I don't need anti-active ice. That's annoying. It's fine, though. Okay, I know where the CPU is. I don't think I one-shot it, though. Let's go here. No, that's all gone. Disable, disable, disabled. Okay. What's over here? Disable, disable, disabled. All right, these are all mine, then. I'm out of AP. That's okay. Next turn, I get no lot back. That'll be useful. Much spicier when I, you know, don't get to use my tools. Let's go here first. A little bit less tally per action. Again, they're all disabled. This allows me to load cloak. Let's go here. No lop once. What do we have? Ooh, I have no programs loaded. Shit. I can't connect, so this just hurts. Yep. Come here. Okay, it's all gone. Spike. Great. Grab you. Grab you. Okay, these are done. Cashell's not a big concern for me right now. I'm just going to go ahead and kill all this. Looks too annoying. Alright, let's see what's on the right. Damage cyberdeck any action. Okay, any traps? All on download, so gotta get rid of them all. Great, that's gone. And hey, -2 from cloak is working, and look how much easier it is. Alright, damage cyberdeck any action. Scan for traps. Download and download. Got it. We're gonna escalate relatively soon. Let's see, this is all disabled, right? So I can load this, no problem. Probably gonna load disarm. I think I'm gonna need it. It's fine. Let's go here. Let's take you out. Scan for traps. Nice. What do we have? Download, download, and use a program. Okay, well, that's all gone. Okay, so this stuff is gone. This stuff's gone. Now it's just the bottom that matters. Ooh, I'm going to be out of AP. I've got to stop right here. Otherwise I get stuck in the incinerator and I get dump shocked. So let's end. Alright. Cloak is still on. Good news. Let me load spoof. I don't need scapegoat for anything. This is still working. Interestingly enough. We care about the bottom. Relocates. Okay. Load a program. Don't care about that either. Get rid of the downloads. These are dead to me. Okay. Is there something on this side? I don't remember. Let's find out. Anything on the right? No. Use a program. Relocate. Okay, those are gone. Anything up here? Nope. Okay. I think we're done. I think we got everything. That was pretty rough, all things considered. And we've, of course, lost Cloak again somehow. Really wish Bracket's passive worked. I would get a lot fewer escalations. I also wish Cloak would stay working. Very odd. But it allows me to bump Dance Hall up and hopefully get to the next cool limit break. Is she stressed? Somehow no. That's wild. She's... The stress res is working. What can I say? What do I have? I have like a decent amount, right, at this point? Oh, no, I'm at negative 14, actually, because of all the implants I have. Okay, fair. Chip Skills 4 is kind of nice, though. At some point, Matrix Link 4, I mean, it's very expensive, but if I have the money, 21 days downtime is not even that bad. 1 tech, 12 AP is useless, 6 deck armor is fine, 3 connection health per turn is sometimes matters. And it's a pretty low value, honestly. Yeah, I don't really care. I would almost never grab that, I think. Okay. I still want to play 6 hours forward. I want to see if someone else has legwork for me. They do not. That means we're going to boost the legwork. And now you're going to be at 90%, which means you're very likely to win. And Vertigo is going to have that ready to go. Let's go mint some file sets. I can only mint 1. That's really unfortunate, actually. Let's go find an epic. And best we're going to do is this. All right. That's fine. I have a lot of accounts, though, right? I can sell to Dance Hall. Dance Hall. Oh, you need more than that. Okay, then I can sell you this, and you'll go to, you'll go to 80. Okay. No, wrong thing. Or I can sell 1 million blueprints for money as well. I forgot about that. Okay, right. So, not used by a set. Not created by a set has 1. But created by a set has this guy, which I can sell to Vanthadrip and get him close to Gamma Clinic 4, which is... Yeah, Oh, yeah, Dr. Karos would buy it too, though, and I care about her even more than that. Because I want her to Puppet Master when that's available. And we're 7 days away from that one. Okay, so I can play a little more time. They don't have to crack any skulls. We got Favors and Influence. Vertigo is on the way up. We're sorting by name, and Vertigo is up to 60. She's busy, can't co-conspire. I mean, she was busy with legwork, that makes sense. Troy is busy as well. Interesting. Okay, so... Alright. Okay, that seems to be bugged. Okay, so... bug, medium prio, K177, spec, wetware, power play. Leaves contacts, unable to generate new missions. Looks like the casting director is holding on to them for too long. I haven't had a mission with Troy in ages, but he's unable to be co-conspired with, which means he's busy in the casting director. So someone had mentioned that they were not able to get a second power play on anybody who got the 177 spec wetware power play. And my theory was that it might be that the character was still locked into the storyline somehow. And that appears to be true. So hopefully they fix that in the near future. So yeah, he literally... It's why he had no other options, right? When we saw that we were able to boost detail-oriented or improve the wetware service. And it's like, oh, apparently Fast Patch isn't upgradable. Brazen apparently wasn't either. And it couldn't give him the other power play, even though he has the tag for it. Is because he can't run missions. And so the interesting timing thing is because you can't be part of missions at once, if you have somebody who's like on your timeline offering you a mission and you limit break, it literally cannot give you the actual power play itself because they can't have 2 storylines at once. So there's unfortunately like a little bit of weirdness you have to like kind of navigate around, which is probably not exactly intended gameplay, but it's just sort of a confluence of events and how that works. Oh, this guy's at 100 influence. He actually might take up one of the power plays. That'll be sad if true, but it is what it is. Yep, so there we go. He's going to give her a bunch of exposure. I could pulling strings to get something worse. Sure, he's going to build up heat on us. Yeah, we burned pulling strings for that one because I don't really care. And I'm going to immediately blow off some of that heat. And that should be decent, and that we should be able to have it fall off in time. Underworld Hub is almost ready to go. Let me go ahead. I know I spent more than an hour just doing this kind of stuff, but let's get rid of Legendary and Epic Blueprints and just sell... Oh, sorry. Let's sort by price. His favors are pretty expensive. I don't care about Pox's favors. We're just going to get some cash here. Not bad. And then as far as things that are higher rarity, I mean, at some point I just got to do this and just like put him in line for limit break, but I really want Dancel to break first if I can help it. She's at 80. Yeah, I kind of want to sell her this just to make sure she goes on the day of. My understanding is that it is possible to like miss your limit break if you're at 80%. Like you're not guaranteed to hit it. I could be wrong about that one, and this is like me having conspiracy theories, but it feels like that. Okay, I need to make more money first. I'm like really just like I need money to make these upgrades happen. So let me actually let me sell some of my garbage. Forgot about this. Free garbage to sell. And then blueprint wise, I'll just sell the most expensive if I can. Make some money via gold stacks. And if he's at like 70, it won't even matter, right? He's not even going to overcap, so... I think him... Yeah, I still need to make more money. Okay. Let's just sell him everything. He's going to overcap. I don't care about his limit breaks is the thing. Actually, I kind of care, right? He's going to pay more for stuff. Upgrading Eager Buyer is actually kind of worth it, so I'm going to stop here. We have some time we can keep playing. I have paid a great deal of UDs to ensure the files about Byron's biopurification are easy for you to fetch. Oh, it's actually the wrong bug. Low prio. Tooltip bug in Daedalus Bloc. Byron is referencing the wrong actor here. Himself instead of Paige DeVale. And then they can just like load the save that comes with this bug report and they'll know which mission it's about. If we fail the job, we will burn the relationship to Byron. Yep, understood. Play bodyguard, one of my couriers. No. Probably not anyway. This is against FSC though. And actually bodyguard could be pretty quick here. We can go in a straight line. I might actually run the... No, I don't care about his influence of the thing though. Alright, I guess next up we're going to be running Parasite Fee. Eventually some legwork here for him. Alright, so we managed to spend an extra hour by doing base management and stuff and upgrading various services, but yeah, I am going to need to run missions against other factions here to get other V-chips, so we'll start injecting more random proc gen stuff, hoping to get various power plays going. There's one for armor, there's one for cyberdecks, and there's one for, I think, another cyber surgery service, as well as I've got 3 other V-chips to still mint, while also playing through Daedalus Bloc, so gonna do what I can to get those ready to go. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.